Stagecoach Players logo. No, I'm fired. Stagecoach Players bloopers and outtakes. Take 3.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Take 2, Bloopers and Outtakes of Stagecoach Players Virtual Cabaret Series at the Movies. Nika Pager. Who's Nika Pager? Hello everyone, and welcome to Take 2, Bloopers and Outtakes of Stagecoach Players Virtual Cabaret Series at the Movies. Well, that is a mouthful. I am your host for this evening, and on behalf of Nika Morton, Sarah Pager, and I, we want to welcome you and hope that you have a great time watching our bloopers, outtakes, and even share a few memories with you. We also want to thank Ryan Morton, our usual host, but since he's going to be performing quite a bit in this episode, we thought we'd give him the night off. So sit back, relax, have a few laughs, and enjoy the show. Lyrics. Lyrics sometimes can be the death of us. I did not rehearse this. Lyrics sometimes can be the death of us. And for Dorcas Keating, it was a little bit hard for her. Check out a couple bloopers from Dorcas as she tries to sing the very first lyric of her song.
His going in the army is the best thing he could do. Now you're free to Albert. Those weren't the words. How proud I'd be if you had become one. I did a wrong note. Dang it. He's going in the army is the best thing he could do. Now we're free to do. Now we're free to start to do. How hard is that? Holy crap. Going in the army is the best thing he could do. Now we're free to do. Now we're free to frickin' do. I can't say the words anymore. Take 52.
So many things can happen. Some of the best surprises can pop up in your videos. Take a look.
Not exactly. Nope. Stupid.
What is that?
That's the U2 album that is endemic to these things. And it's really tough. Oh, there it is.
That's
okay.
not it.
At least it's there. Thus, if you wanna go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely.
I do feel that I need to give a backstory on Hillary's video. She sends this, and I think it sounds beautiful, and I'm like, why is this a blooper? I heard it. Okay, so there was a mishap in the background. No worries. We'll cover it up with her track. Camera gets a little shaky, but she keeps going. Oh, this is so adorable. When taking a deep breath is the only thing to get you through recording a video 43 times.
Everybody raise a glass to the master of the house.
Nah. Well, there's... Oh my god.
One of our young performers, Piper Shiola Williams, was given the song Dead Mom from Beetlejuice. I had the amazing idea and thought it would be great if she would dress up like Lydia. Dark makeup, dark hair, dark clothes. It didn't really go the way we thought it would. Take a look. As we sit here for the longest song intro ever, I look over and I just see what Piper looks like. Why does she look like a 44-year-old Sally Bowles from the musical Cabaret? I did that. We have to go a different route. So much better.
Yes, it was you who made me strong. Life came easy. Now
on Chokestone Land, and no one sees me. Mama. Just a little backstory on the next videos that you are going to be watching. We want to thank Terry Crane Goody. What is her name? Just a small backstory on the next few videos that you're going to be watching. Nika, Sarah, and I would love to thank Terry Crane Goodman for stepping in at the very last minute and pulling this video together. Unfortunately, someone had to step out. We asked Terry to step in at the very last minute. I think she put this video together in less than 3 days. It is a role that we hope to see Terry play one day. It was scheduled for October of 2020, but we're hoping that Sweeney Todd will be coming to you in October of 2021 this year. Here are just a few bloopers and outtakes of Terry pulling together what we think is going to be an incredible Mrs. Lovett.
No wonder with the price of meat, what it is when you get it. Never thought I'd stay with the middle of it. Have to hand it to her, what I calls enterprise. Popping pussies into pies, wouldn't do in my shop. Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick. And I'm telling you, them pussycats is quick. No denying times is hard, sir. Even harder than the worst boys in London. Is that...
Putting these cabarets together do take a lot of time and a lot of editing. So the easiest way for us three ladies to get together was take screenshots, especially with my spelling, which is terrible. Sometimes the best bloopers are caught in a screenshot. Take a look. These next few videos come from a mother-daughter duo, Deb Brubaker and Lori Williams. Now, we had asked our performers to send us in practice videos so we can make sure the lighting was okay, the background was okay, the song fit their voice, make sure everything that they were doing was going to work for our final product. Here is Deb and Lori's journey from the beginning all the way to the end.
Settings. Oi. Heading. I'm sure you heard me
fellow
swear.
ever once prefer a solid girl like me.
She's a fluffy little What happened?
Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Well, let's look and see how that looks. I think I touched it. I'm sorry.
This quick just to see if and where I'm supposed to be. And if I sit
Breaking
here.
your arm, blah, 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 blah. Ah! Ooh. All right.
End scene.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow have
never once prefer a girl who's merely me. What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? You're supposed to go up on the pink, but not any pinker than a rose is. And okay, erase that one right now. No!
Sometimes the smallest imperfection ruins your entire video. Take a look at these funny bloopers from some of our holiday favorites.
But it's December the 24th. What is happening? What is this? And I am longing to be up north. I haven't been looking at the camera. I should do that.
Nope. Before we open the door, safety first. I hope you're going to save all these videos for Courtney. Yeah. Before we open the door, safety first. Let's see who it is. It's my sister, Sarah Morton.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Come in.
I was just watching the Cabaret and I saw you were showing our viewers the holiday... Nope.
You were decorating your tree.
You're decorating the tree.
Go.
That looks beautiful, Sarah. I think that fits perfectly. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Let's do it again. When you're recording. Look at that. That was White Christmas from the movie musical White Christmas, sung by Courtney Newby, Sarah Pager, and Nika Morton. We begin and end with Irving Berlin on Happy Holiday, this Cabaret episode. Alice, say hi to everyone. Can you say hi? This is my special guest for the end of this holiday special. Yeah, you see our other special guest? We've got a Christmas story that we're going to read to Alice. Oh, she wants you to read it as well. Okay. Before we close out the holiday special, though, I do want to bring in one final guest. Come here. Look, you want the... Oh, you're going to go to the camera woman? Yeah. Come here instead, no?
Go get the snowman.
Look. Snowman? Oh, yay. I'm back.
Even though you're one of the directors, you still have bloopers. Sometimes you don't even know how to turn the camera on. Right, Sarah?
Fart. Cruella de Vil, the curl of her lips, the ice of her stare. If she does,
Take 525,600 times I've sang this song 'cause I don't know it very well. I feel like someone else. I gotta have these words down here because that's aren't the words. It's not gonna work. Someone else. I got an itch really bad. Let's try this again.
what good is sitting alone in your room? Look at the camera, Sarah. Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Pager and I was one of the 3 directors for the At the Movies virtual cabaret series that we did at Stagecoach Players over the past few months. It was a great experience working with my 2 partners in crime, Nika Morton and Courtney Jo Newby. Definitely a new approach for us, so it was kind of learning as we went. Very rewarding though still. It was so nice to see faces of people that I miss so much. You know, theater is a very, very social activity. We get to see lots of our good friends and spend time with them, and you know, sometimes 4 or 5 days a week for 6 to 8 weeks, and then all of a sudden we can't do that anymore. So I miss my buddies. So it was really nice to hear their voices and see their faces and get to have them participate in this with us. It was really special to have them involved. Some of the things that were most challenging were probably just figuring out our technical aspects. This is a new approach for us. Normally we do this in person, so that's a whole different set of, technical approach. Yeah, I'll go with it. It's a different way of going about it altogether. So it took a little time to figure out, okay, we need everyone to try to record this way so they all look the same, and use these headphones and use this recording, and it was a process, but we got there. So it was just a learning experience as we went. My favorite episode, so hard to choose. There were so many lovely episodes with some really beautiful performances and just fabulous songs that made me laugh, some made me cry. I would have to say overall my favorite was probably Oldies and Goodies. I just loved the variety we got out of that one, some fabulous voices and performances, and I love the classics. So I'm gonna go with that one, though it's a tough call. Some of the performances that stuck out the most for me, I loved that we got to have Abby Moggy sing for us. Some of you may know that she is a fabulous accompanist and piano player, and she plays for us quite a bit, and she's wonderful. But I love that we got to hear her sing because her voice is beautiful. So having her in our Christmas holiday cabaret singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas was so lovely, and she sounded beautiful. I also really loved Denny Voppel's approach to Oklahoma. He's a jazz musician, so his interpretation was so cool, and I just wasn't even ready for what he was going to do with it, and was totally caught off guard in the best possible way. I also loved Denny Boynton doing Here For You. If you saw it, you know why. Here's my dog. Say hi, Moses. This is the kind of thing that happens why we have a whole show of bloopers. Come here, bud. He's helping. And finally, the one that sticks out the most, I watched it on a loop, I think, when I first saw the recording, is Jeff Hall in his incomparable performance of Memory. No one could have done it the same justice that he did, and I just adored it. It was wonderful. That's just a handful. We had so many incredibly talented, funny, beautiful singers that joined us, and I just want to say a big thank you to my fellow directors, Courtney and Nika. Thank you so much for all the work that you did on this. It was a big undertaking, and I'm so glad that we were able to make it happen. And thank you so much to our performers. It was so good to have all of them participate with us. We had 65 people as part of this, which I think is awesome because we can't be on stage right now. Did you think it should have been more? Should have been more than 65? Maybe. We could have found some other people. And finally, thank you so much to you, the viewers who have watched with us, those who have donated. Thank you so much. We are so anxious to get back on stage and be able to perform in person for you once everything is safe. But in the meantime, we're so glad we were able to provide this alternate opportunity. So please keep an eye on our website for new things coming. We're going to do the best we can to kind of stick with you and get out there one way or the other. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Take care and stay safe.
Hi everyone, my name is Nika Morton, and I am one of the 3 directors for the Stagecoach Players at the Movies Virtual Cabaret series. I think my favorite part of this experience has been the beautiful thing we've all created. And by we, I don't mean solely Courtney, Sarah, and I mean everyone who's had a part in it. So if you performed, if you hosted, if you helped us put together a social media post, if you helped if you wrote an email answering us back for one of your children, or if you clicked in to watch one of our shows, you've had a hand in creating this beautiful experience that we've been able to put together. And we're so thankful for that, and thankful for all of you that helped make this go. And the fact that we've been able to create something normal, mostly normal, in a time where hardly anything feels normal is really wonderful. And so thank you all for being a part of it, and thank you for making it happen. My favorite episode of our series was Happy Holiday, and I thought I love Christmas, and I love Christmas music and everything about it. But I have to be honest, my first favorite reason that one is my number one episode is because Alice makes her stagecoach debut at the end. So it was really fun to watch my little girl be a part of that and to be a part of her first stagecoach show. So if you haven't watched it yet, you have to go watch you have to watch them all, but you have to go watch Happy Holiday and wait till the end when Alice comes in and makes her amazing stagecoach debut. I think the most difficult part of this process was the lack of face-to-face. So when we've done shows in the past, we are all together for weeks on end. We get to see each other and visit a few times a week and get to make connections that way. And this experience didn't provide that in the same way. So we were still communicating, we were still contacting people and talking through email and Facebook and FaceTime and making sure everyone had what they needed and rehearsed the same way. But there wasn't that same sense of family. So like that same kind of community that is built when you work on a show was definitely missing for this. So that I think was the hardest part of putting everything together. Thank you so much for your support of this series, for your support of our theater, for your generosity throughout this time, and we cannot wait to see you back in our theater in person soon.
I think the most rewarding, yet probably also the most challenging aspect of these cabarets was the final outcome. If you look back onto our very first episode of Leading Ladies, it was very simple. No fun backgrounds, no special effects. And as we grew the series, they became more complex. And it's so fun to see even the cabaret itself evolve into what it became. But I can't pick a favorite performance from this cabaret. There have been so many. I will say that there are a few that have stood out, and one of those is Gavin Wilson. He did his own duet collaboration. The creativity that he put forth to make his video happen was remarkable. I just watched it over and over again. I just thought, wow, you really thought outside the box. It was remarkable. I loved it. Another one of my favorites has to be from Scotty Fleetwood, Hellfire. He came to me and asked if he could do it outside by a campfire, and I said, we don't see your face, I can hardly hear you. Can we add some fun effects to this? And Scotty sent me this with him with the fire, background. I'm like, I love this. What can we do to add to it? It was so much fun, and I really enjoyed it and hope you guys did too. I also want to take this time to thank Nika and Sarah. I hope you are just as proud of this as I am, and all of your hard work that went into making this possible. Something we three never thought would be a 6-month project, so thank you. I also want to thank Terry Crane Goodman for making so many backing tracks for us for songs that we could not find, and countless hours putting them up for us, so we do thank you so much. I also want to thank Ryan Morton. I don't think Ryan really knew what he was getting into a couple months ago when we asked him to be a part of this. We thought it would just be easy for him to announce the singer and announce the song, and he turned it into a full production each week in 30 minutes or less. You were a fighting announcer, you were Alfred Hitchcock, you were the man of so much trivia. And then one of my favorites is when you took the holiday episode and turned it into this 1950s black and white version of an old holiday show where you would welcome everyone into your home. And these are memories that we're gonna have forever. So Ryan, thank you so much for doing such a wonderful job throughout the cabaret. Just like Sarah and Nika have said, we want to thank you. Most of all, to you watching. If it wasn't for you, none of this would be possible. You have to understand that as an actor, especially in live theater, this is what we do. And you put us on a stage and we can perform our hearts out no matter what happens. Scenery might fall over, someone misses an entrance, you forget your lyrics. Someone gets sick on stage, the show must go on. But you put a camera in front of us and you're bound to get a few bloopers and outtakes. We hope you've enjoyed this evening, and we hope that in the future we will see you back on that stage. But until then, we'll see you on screen. Thanks, everyone. You didn't think you were gonna get away that easy, did you, Ryan? Everyone, enjoy some of my all-time favorite bloopers from our host, Ryan Morton, as he closes out this evening's performance. Thank you again. Take it away, Ryan. I just had to take the journey with you guys.
Broadway Melody and many other movie musicals followed afterwards. With Oliver, I'm going down a tangent.
Oh, he went down 32 tangents that I already covered.
Hello and welcome to Stagecoach Players. Hello, you're watching the 4th episode of Stagecoach. Hello, this is the 4th episode of Stagecoach Players' virtual cabaret series, At the Movies.
And I love how he can turn it off, but then bring it right
Hello.
back up.
Thanks again for...
And the hand meant stop.
Hello. Hi there.
I love how he
Thanks
finally
for tuning
changed
into Stagecoach Players' virtual cabaret series, At the Movies. I'm Ryan Morton, and today's episode, our 4th episode...
He almost had it.
Hi there. Thanks for tuning into Stagecoach Players' virtual cabaret series of musical theater.
Those eyes.
Of musical theater, who have also been...
You heard the chair, didn't you? Oh, the tangents.
Movies. I'm Ryan Morton, and our 4th episode today... Alright, Courtney, I'm running out of space, so I'm going to do this radio
My
style.
whole
One
entire
take.
computer ran
Here we
out
go.
of space, Ryan.
Dang it. It wasn't good enough. Gotta do it again. Alright, 2 takes. I'm not going to go 7
Oh,
hours.
he does later, though.
That's it. That's all.
And this
I'm
one
going to start rapping. Hercules
was one of the
Mulligan.
best videos I got, but it was blurry. He had to redo it all, like 2 days later.
Hello and welcome to Stagecoach Players' virtual cabaret series, At the Movies. I'm your host, Ryan Morton, and I'm pleased to be bringing you today's 2nd episode.
The hand.
Hello and welcome to Stagecoach Players' virtual cabaret series, At the Movies. I'm your host, Ryan Morton, and I'm pleased to be bringing you today's 2nd
Watch,
episode.
here comes the hand.
Oh my gosh, it's not today's 2nd episode. In a couple weeks, we'll give you... Ethan Rutten singing On the Street Where You Live from Lerner and Lowe's 1964 movie version of the...
Listen to that, though. All of this trivia he came up with was incredible, though.
One Take Ryan, that's what they call me. Here we go.
I thought it was 8 take Ryan.
Our next movie, musical, comes from... fine, not 1 take. I almost had it. Almost had it. 2 Take Ryan. In bigger scale on the silver screen was... too wordy. Too wordy. 4 takes.
What happened to 3?
4 Take Ryan, that's what they call me.
That's in the lost...
Husband and wife
Artifacts
team of Cameron
somewhere.
and Rose Harms singing It's Still Up. 5 Take Ryan. I've always been 5 Take Ryan. We had a different situation where John Raitt, who originated the role of, oh my gosh, 6 takes? It's going to take 6 takes.
Oh, it takes 7 or 8,
6
right?
Take Ryan. Evan and I always said I'm 6 Take Ryan. Next year in Hollywood, it saw the release of the 1957, oh my gosh.
And you have to understand, he
get
does
this
at
straight.
least 5 or 6
Seven
videos
take
per
Ryan.
episode.
Lucky number
So just
7. Old
think about
7
how
Take
many
Ryan.
bloopers.
We hope you'll be tuning in. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a great rest of your day. I hate how I sign off. How do you sign off? An online video that's going to stay online forever. Thanks for watching. That's it and that's all.